Hello everyone, welcome to the another very important session in which we will be discussing some more important concepts for your upcoming CSIR net exam, even for the GATE exam. This session discussion will be important and will be helpful for all of you guys. So I hope that the discussion which we will be doing today in this session will get clear to all of you. Even everything we will consider in the session will be very much helpful to solve the questions in the exam. So this is how we are going to continue the discussion in this session. We will just be starting the discussion in some time. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to join the session and quickly I'll be starting the discussion then. Also guys, from the previous classes discussion, if you are going to have any doubt anywhere, you can surely let me know about it and we will try to consider those points too. Okay, so this is how everything will be working, and this is how everything will be helping you in your upcoming exam preparation. One more thing guys, I would like to tell you here, that is, if you want to start attending the regular live classes by the top educators we are having on Unacademy Plus, so you can take the Unacademy Plus or the iconic subscription. Okay, as soon there can be price hike for the Plus and the iconic subscription. So in that case, if you want to start attending the sessions or you want to take the Unacademy Plus or the iconic subscription, then you can take the Unacademy subscription today, because soon there can be price hike, and if you want to take the subscription, you can take the subscription before there will be price hike. And whenever you will be taking the subscription, you can use and apply the referral code, which is Anjali A Live, as mentioned here on the screen. So by using and by applying this referral code, you will be able to get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount. So this is the latest update about the price hike we are going to have. Clear? So if you want to take the subscription at the current prices, okay, and you want to start attending the live classes by the top educators, you want to attend the well structured and well planned courses sessions by the top educators, then you can surely take the subscription. And whenever you will be taking the subscription, use and apply the referral code, which is Anjali A Live, as mentioned here on the screen. It will surely be helping you, okay, to take your preparation to a very good level under the guidance of top educators. Also guys, one more thing here I would like to tell you, that is regarding the Unacademy Plus and the iconic subscription. So basically, if you want to start attending these important sessions by the top educators, then what you can do, you can take either the Plus or the iconic subscription, and whenever you will be taking the subscription, you can use and apply the referral code, that is Anjali Arora or Anjali A Live, as mentioned there on the screen. By using and by applying the referral code, you will be able to get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount. What are the benefits which you will get if you will take the iconic subscription or the Plus subscription? All that have been shown here on the screen. So in case if you want to get all these benefits, you can take the Plus subscription. If you want to take all these benefits, then you can take the iconic subscription. Okay, now just a second. Clear? So I was just checking out this thing, that whether the audio is clear or not. So it is clear for everyone. Also guys, the subscription is available for different duration. For example, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. So depending on for how much time you want to take the subscription, you can select that duration and you can take the Plus or the iconic subscription. Okay, another thing, if I am going to talk about today's session discussion, so today we are going to talk about the phases space trajectory topic. Everything about the phases space trajectory I'll be explaining. Okay, now what are the things you need to keep in mind and how you can solve the phases space trajectory based questions easily and in very less time. So all that I'll be considering and discussing here in this session. But still, at any point of time, if you will have any confusion, any doubt, anything which will not be clear to you, then you can surely let me know about it and we will be considering those points too. So let's start the discussion about the phases space trajectory now. Basically guys, if I'm going to talk about the first thing about the phases space trajectory, that is to understand that what type of questions can be there in the exam. Done. And once you will understand that, it will become quite easy for you to solve any type of question based on the phases space trajectory. Now the first thing here I would like to tell you is that you can have 2 or 3 different type of questions, but whatever they can be, I'll be explaining everything here in the session. so that when you will be getting the questions in the exam, you will not have to worry about anything, and you will simply be able to solve those questions quickly in very less time, and you will have all the details, ideas and everything you need to know with you, because you will get to know about all these things in this session today. So let's just start the discussion now. So basically guys, if I'm going to talk about the first important thing here, that is what are the type of questions you can have in the exam. The first one you can consider is in which you will have all the details about, okay, let's say the system given to you. So basically about the system they have talked about in the question, they have provided you all the information. Means if we are gonna throw a ball on the wall, so that's a system. Clear? We know about it, like what are the changes we can have, or what will be potential, what will be kinetic energy, like all that you know. Done. So that is one kind of system. There is a pendulum, so corresponding to that you can have a question in the exam. Other than that, a pendulum is there, okay, and then you're gonna drop it, or you're just gonna dip it inside the water. So then what will be the type of changes? The energy loss will be there, or there will be more energy in that case. Like these are the ideas you have to consider. Then there is a spring mass system. Clear? So in that case you have to consider, like if there is a mass, means the block connected with a spring, so what kind of changes will be there. So these were some of the examples of the systems based on which you can get the questions in the exam. Clear? Other than that, what we can consider, so this is the first type of question I have talked about. The second type of question can be in which you can have the potential expression given to you, in which you can have the potential expression given to you. So when the potential expression will be given to you, in that case what will happen? Let's say we as a function, and what kind of trajectory is known as phase-space trajectory. So I'll be explaining that too. Okay, I'll let you know that how we consider the phase-space trajectory, or how we draw it. So basically guys, in this case we are going to have the x and p versus x graph which you will plot. Okay, that is momentum versus position graph which you will be plotting. So in this case what will happen? The momentum versus position graph you have to plot. In this case you firstly need to know about the relation between momentum and the position. Clear? How we will get to know about these things, that's what I'll be explaining here in the session. So when the system is given to us, depending on whether the momentum is increasing for the given system with the increase in distance, or it is decreasing, you have to take the steps, or you have to select the most probable or the most accurate, okay, answer from the given options. Next thing here I would like to consider is that depending on the system given to you, you can go for the most appropriate answer from the given options. Because mainly in our exams, whenever we are going to get any such type of question, there we are going to have the information, okay, regarding that given, as well as we are having the options given to us. So it becomes very much easy for us to select the answer and to get the answer for the given question. In case anywhere if you will be having any doubt, you can surely mention it, and we will try to consider that point too. Okay, next thing. If I'm going to talk about the next thing here, that is system related information. Now you can have the conservative system given to you, the conservative system, or you can have the non-conservative system given to you. Okay, conservative or non-conservative system given to you. When the system will be conservative, remember one thing, no two phase-space trajectories can intersect with each other. You can relate it with the statement, no two field lines can intersect with each other. So you can relate the statement with that to keep it in mind. While it's true for non-conservative system as well, that no two phase-space trajectories can intersect with each other. But at the same time, you need to know that in case of non-conservative system, the trajectories will be connected curves, means connected with each other, something like this, something like this, depending on what is the system and what actually is given in the question. You will have connected curves in case of non-conservative system. While in case of conservative system, what are the points you have to keep in mind? That's what we have discussed. So I hope you are getting that and everything is getting clear to you as well. Now let's talk about the next thing. Now what is that? This was when the system information is given, then what we will do, and then what are the steps we have to take. Now when the potential is given to us, then what we will be doing, that's the another point. Clear? So for that, few steps you have to take. And what are these steps which you have to keep in mind when the potential is given to you for any given question, like in any given question? And what are the steps which will help you to draw the complete trajectory? That's what we will be discussing right now. So let's talk about it. Basically, when you are going to have the potential given to you, clear, it can be function of x. So in that case, first of all, you will draw the v versus x graph. The v versus x graph, that is potential versus position graph. That's what you will draw first of all. Okay, that is your first step. What we are doing here, potential versus position graph we will draw. But now the point is, how we'll be drawing it? So basically, few steps you can take here. For example, if v is a function of x or vx, you can write. In that case, first of all, you will equate the v with 0 to get the values of x. These values are the values of x at which the potential is 0. Okay, so you will mark those points here, or wherever you are going to consider. Other than that, if I'm going to talk about the next step, you have to find the first order derivative of potential, means dv upon dx, and equate it with 0 and get the values of x from there too. Okay, get the values of x. Now you got the equilibrium points. At this place you got the equilibrium points. Here you are getting the values of x where the potential is 0. Now what is the meaning of the equilibrium point? So basically guys, equilibrium points are the points where you can have the maxima or minima existing, okay, for the potential versus x graph. Right now as we are doing the discussion for that. So now what will happen? Whatever values you have got here now, here at this place, these can be different values, these can be different values, or some common values can even be there. Okay, that's okay. Whatever we are getting, we just need to write it. This is the complete process I'm going to explain. Okay, firstly, to draw the v versus x graph I will talk about, and after that I will talk about the final step, how to draw the momentum versus x, means position graph. Other than this, now at d2v upon dx square value, you will check at these values of x. How many values we have considered here? 2 for x. But you may have more than 2 values there as well. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe any number. So second order derivative of potential, if we will consider, in that case, at any value of x which we have got here only whatever we have got, we have to check the second order derivative of potential. We may get the greater than 0 value, or we may get the less than 0 value. Greater than 0 value represents that it is a stable equilibrium point, or there is a minima existing at that point. Which point? At whatever point you have considered the value of second order derivative of potential. While less than 0 means unstable equilibrium point, and means maxima is there. Now how to keep it in mind that whether less than 0 or greater than 0 condition is going to show us minima or maxima. So for that, even I will be taking a graph. For example, this is the graph. Okay, in that case, if you will keep something here on the top, how many chances are there that it can fall down here or here, any side? So there are great chances. Is this object stable? No, it's unstable. So what is this position? It's maxima. Okay, while if I will talk about this position or this position, so these are what? Minima, and you can even consider them as the stable equilibrium point. Hello friends. Okay, so in this case what will happen? In this case you are getting to know that minima means stable, means that object cannot go anywhere, it will remain at its own position, while maxima means the object can fall down and it is unstable condition. The stable, if we will consider it in terms of life, so most of the people, or even most of you, those who are attending the sessions, doing the preparation for some exam, so what we are doing, we are trying to get stable in future in our life. So we all want to be stable, okay? So that's why for a stable condition, greater than 0 is the condition for second order derivative of potential for equilibrium points. While unstable means few people or just rarely someone you will find who wants to be unstable in life. So that's why less than 0. So that's how you can relate it with the condition, and I hope it's getting clear to everyone now. Other than this, once you have got to know about the stable and unstable condition, okay, you will be plotting the graph now. How? Whatever point you got maxima or minima, if you have got here minima, so randomly now you want to know about the depth of the potential, means till what point you have to take the minima, or what will be the point, till what point we will have the minima condition, means where you have to take it or consider it this way. So in this case you have to consider the value of x, okay, whatever value of x is there at which you got greater than 0 value. So you have to put it in the given potential expression, and whatever value you will get for that, whether negative or wherever, you will just mark it, because till that depth you have to take that potential. Okay, so that's how you will be considering it. If I'm going to talk about the maxima, so again you will follow the same thing, but at whatever point you got the maxima, you will have to consider it this way. Done? So there you have to consider it this way, and to know about the height till which you have to draw the maxima, so you can again put that value of x at this place at the potential, and that's how you will be able to get it. I hope you all are getting that, like how to get the height or how to just solve it completely. Other than this was your first step, which will be helping you to draw the potential versus x graph completely. All the steps I have mentioned here, that is, first of all, potential you have to equate with 0. Secondly, you have to go for this first order derivative of potential and equate it with 0, get the equilibrium point. Then second order derivative of potential, then get to know about this thing, that at what values of x which you have got as the equilibrium points you are having minima or maxima existing, and that's how you can plot the v versus x graph. That's the first step you have to do. Once you have completed that step, now what are the further steps we have to follow to get the final answer? So for that, guys, next thing you have to do is to consider or draw the energy lines. Draw the energy lines. Now what are these energy lines and what we mean by the energy lines? So basically, guys, the energy lines are just the lines parallel to the x-axis. Means if this is the potential versus x graph we have got, for example, any random graph we are gonna take right now. So these are energy lines, okay, parallel lines. Now these lines will intersect the graph somewhere at these points, this point, anywhere. And now there can be one question which can arise, that how many energy lines I need to draw. So 2, 3, 4, it's up to you, and you can see what kind of options have been given to you, because depending on that you can decide that how close or how far away you need to take the energy lines, and that's how you will be able to draw the complete trajectory. Okay, next thing. So you will draw the energy lines. Other than that, what you will be doing, wherever the energy lines will intersect the v versus x graph, so in that case what you will do, you will consider or plot the p versus x graph, means corresponding to those points you can mark, and you will have to take the momentum 0 at those points. So what you are going to do, you will be considering the points where the energy lines are intersecting, very good prince, the graph, and at those points the momentum should be 0. Where you can say energy lines are intersecting v versus x graph, corresponding to that the momentum in the momentum versus x graph should be 0. Okay, bye. What is the reason behind it? So because we know momentum is equal to root 2m e minus 1. This is the classically momentum expression. This is 2m. So at this point the energy line is there, so total energy is equal to the potential energy, due to which E is equal to V, due to which the P is equal to 0. That's how you are going to get it, and that's how you can find the momentum 0. Now let's talk about the another thing. So 2 steps you have taken after plotting the v versus x graph. The next thing is, wherever the v will be increasing in the v versus x graph, now corresponding to that momentum will decrease, and wherever v will be decreasing, now momentum will increase corresponding to that, and wherever v will be constant, now corresponding to that p will be constant as well. So this is how you have to consider these points whenever you will be plotting and you will be comparing the given v versus x graph with the p versus x graph. So that's how you have to take the steps, and that's how you will be able to get your final expression. Other than that, what you have to do after this, you will have to consider the next thing here. Now what is that? That's simply, just a second, yeah, that's simply we have to go for the next thing here, that is if somewhere the momentum is positive, okay, in the region where the momentum is positive, so corresponding to that, okay, what will happen? The direction of arrows in the graph, the trajectory should be towards positive x-axis. Wherever momentum is negative, the direction of arrows should be towards the negative x-axis. Okay, that's how you have to consider it. And this is how, if you will be considering these points, you will simply be able to identify which one is the right graph. Okay. Hello Supriya. Done. So this is how you will be able to consider, and you will be able to get the right trajectory only with this information. Okay guys, okay Supriya. So basically what I have done in this session, I have started the phase space trajectory discussion. First of all, I have explained that what type of questions we can have. So firstly, we can have system related questions given to us, means a spring and connected with a mass, means a block, a pendulum, or you can have a ball which has been thrown, or which has been thrown on the wall, or just like that upwards. So such type of systems statement can be given to us. That is one type of question. So to consider those questions, we need to understand the conservative and non-conservative systems. Conservative systems means when there is no energy loss, energy is conserved. Non-conservative system means in some way the energy loss is there. Done. Other than that, you have to consider that as per the system information, you will also have the options given to you in such type of questions. So you have to go for the most appropriate option, which will be suitable as per the given condition in the question. Okay, that's what you have to consider. Other than that, we have talked about the second type of question which we can have, in which the potential is given to us. So later on, even after the session, if you want, you can check out the discussion we have completed till now slowly, like by watching the recording of the session too. Otherwise, I'm just going to summarize the points. So in case when the potential will be given, then how we will draw the trajectory? So in that case, firstly we have to plot the v versus x graph, and for that few steps we have to take. First one, when v is 0, what are the values of x we will have? When v is 0, after finding the values of x, you will mark them in the graph. Like you can see, I have shown you these values. Okay. Other than that, you will be finding the equilibrium points after that step, and for that you will be considering dv by dx is equal to 0, and you will have to find the different values of x corresponding to it. Clear? That's how you are going to find the values of x. Other than that, you have to consider the d2v upon dx square, and you have to find the values of the second order derivative of potential at these values of x, whether they are giving you greater than 0 or less than 0. Greater than 0, if they will give you the value, for example the first value, it means stable or minimum. Less than 0 means it will give you unstable or maximum. Okay, and depending on that, you will be plotting minima means like this and maxima means like this. But now comes the point, till what depth or till what height I have to take the minima or the maxima. So for that, at whatever value of x I have got the greater than 0 or less than 0 case, I will be putting that same value of x in this given potential, and I will get to know what should be the depth or what should be the height in the particular case. So this is how we will get to know whether we maximize somewhere or minimize somewhere, and if it is there, then how. Done? Now, other than that, you are going to consider a few more points to draw the complete trajectory. So you have to draw the energy lines in the v versus x graph when you have plotted that graph. The next thing is, wherever energy lines will be intersecting the graph you have plotted, corresponding to that you have to take the momentum 0 in the momentum versus x graph. Other than that, wherever the potential is increasing, you have to consider that in your momentum versus x graph. And how to check whether potential is increasing or decreasing? So if you will increase the value of x, you will have to see corresponding to that the potential is also increasing or it is decreasing. So that's how you will get to know whether the potential is increasing potential or decreasing potential. Whatever will be the case, corresponding to that you have to go for opposite momentum sequence. Means v increasing, p should decrease, v decreasing, p should increase, v constant, p constant. How? Because you know this is the relation between p and e and v. So p is equal to root 2 m e minus v. When we have said wherever the energy line will be intersecting the graph, then momentum will be 0. But how? Energy line means total energy it's gonna show. So corresponding to that, you will have the potential value given to you as well. So E minus V means corresponding to this total energy and the potential becoming equal, means this P is equal to 0 you will get. And that's how you are getting P0 there. I hope you are getting that too. Other than that, we have talked about the next thing here, that was wherever the momentum is positive. Where is the momentum positive? Above the origin, this is the reason where the momentum positive, and below the origin, that is the reason where the momentum is negative. So wherever momentum positive, the direction of arrows in the trajectory should be towards positive x. Okay, they should be directed towards the positive x-axis, while in the other case they should be directed towards the negative x-axis. Wherever momentum is negative, direction of arrow should be towards negative x. So this is how you will be considering it. Okay, now once you have considered all these points, what you will do, you will simply be able to reach to the final answer of this question or this type of question. So guys, I hope you all are getting that, but in case if there is any doubt or difficulty anybody is going to have, you can let me know about it. And if everything is clear, we will be having our next session in which we will talk about some more important questions and some more important examples related to phase space trajectory. But what will be these type of examples we will consider? They will be mainly the previous year questions. So we will consider all these important questions in our upcoming classes now. Till that point of time, you just need to revise whatever steps I have mentioned and I have discussed here, so that you will master all these steps and it will become quite easy for you to solve any such type of question. Whenever we will be taking those questions in our upcoming classes, okay, till that point of time you can prepare these steps, and I hope till that point of time you will be ready to solve more and more important questions. Okay, but in case if there is any doubt anybody is going to have in today's session discussion, you can let me know about it. So let me know if there is something which is not clear to you and wherever you are going to have any doubt. Thank you so much everyone for joining this session. One more thing I would like to tell you. What is that? That is simply the information about the price hike. So as we have talked about it, that soon there can be price hike, okay, for the Unacademy subscription. So if you want to take the Unacademy subscription and you want to start attending the live classes of well structured and well planned courses by the top educators, then you can take the Unacademy Plus or the Iconic subscription, because both will help you a lot to take your preparation to the next level. And there are many courses which are going on, even which will be starting soon in upcoming days on Unacademy. So to attend the sessions of all these important courses, what you can do, you can take the Unacademy subscription before there will be price hike, and you can take your preparation done, like you can take your preparation to like a very good level. Clear? So I hope you all are going to get it. But in case if there is any doubt anybody will have, you can surely let me know about it, and we will be trying to consider those points too. And to solve more questions by applying all these points which we have considered in the session, you can join the next session which will be after this. Okay, so don't miss that, because we will be taking all the examples based on these points there. Okay, and guys, one more thing, I will be showing you some more slides here which will help you even to know about the Plus and the Iconic subscription. So if you want to grab these benefits, like, or you want to like get all these benefits, then you can take Plus subscription. If you want to get all these benefits, then you can take Iconic subscription, and by using the referral code which is Anjali Live, you will be able to get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount. The subscription is available for different duration, for example 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. So depending on for how much time you want to take the subscription, you can take the subscription and take your preparation to a very good level under the guidance of top educators. So this way everything will be helping you a lot to prepare for the upcoming exam, okay, in very simple and easy way and under the guidance of top educators. So guys, now I'm just gonna give you some time in case if you're gonna have any doubts, any questions, any queries, anything you want to ask, surely mention it. I'll be considering those points too, and if everything is clear, that's great. Done? Everything is clear to everyone? Okay guys, so let's keep it this much in this session, and thank you so much everyone for joining this session. Thank you everyone.